This time of year, this month, is the month that I dread the most because of losing my son in December. And I'm not okay. It was on the 29th of December 2017. Jarvis had just left home at 9:26 p.m. on his way to work. He had to be to work at 10 o'clock. And en route to work, he used the same route back and forth every time he was scheduled to work. He always drove the same route. And this particular night, there was a DUI checkpoint set up. And it's going on 10 o'clock, so Jarvis decided he wanted to go an opposite direction. So before he got to the DUI checkpoint, he turned around in a business that was closed because it's going on 10 o'clock. So he turns around and heads the other way, trying to get to work on time. And there was a Georgia State Trooper parked in that area, and he saw Jarvis do this, and he decided to pursue Jarvis, behind him. And Jarvis, like, okay, what's going on? But this is what, as they said, the GBI told us, he turned into a residential area and ended up on a dead end street. And the Georgia State Trooper drove up and blocked his car in, got out of his car with his gun drawn on Jarvis. They said Jarvis got out of his car, and I'm quite sure he did, wondering what he had just done, and why are you behind me, and why you got your gun on me? I'm quite sure I would have been asking those questions, And they said that there was an altercation between Jarvis and the state trooper when Jarvis, was going back towards his car. And once he got to his car, he reached over into the car, and the state trooper still got his gun drawn on Jarvis. And when Jarvis came up, he had an object in his hand, and the state trooper stated that he didn't know what the object was that Jarvis had in his hand, which was his cell phone. But before he realized that it was his cell phone, he had already shot Jarvis in his right shoulder, up here in his right shoulder. And the bullet ricocheted through Jarvis' chest, and it hit both his lungs and his heart. After the officer had shot him, he handcuffed my son in the front of his body, like this. Yeah, he handcuffed Jarvis in the front of his body. And once he did that, he went back to his cruiser to move his car back in order to render medical aid to Jarvis. So we were told he performed CPR. CPR. Both my son's wrists are cuffed in the front. How are you going to do proper CPR with both his arms in the front of his body handcuffed? It took a while for the ambulance to get there to transport him, to get medical help. And the part came out that there was no body cam, no dash cam, no footage, nothing, because the state trooper had reported that his dash cam was not working in his car prior to being put out on that mission to his supervisor. But he still went on and drove that vehicle to this mission of being staged at the DUI checkpoint. So there was never no dash cam footage. He didn't have on no body cam. So the only word that we got as far as what happened to my son was the state trooper statement. I remember going into hysterics. I remember shouting. I remember saying, no, you have the wrong person. My son is at work. Call him, because this is not the right person that you're talking about. He just left home at 9:26 on his way to work. So this can't be who you're saying. Again, it took a while for me to bring myself back together. And I had to ask the agent that came to give us the news to repeat what he had just told us, you know. I wanted to make sure I heard this right. My name is Kathy Scott Likes. I am the mother of Jarvis Likes, who was killed on December 29, 2017 by a Georgia State Trooper right here in Columbus, Georgia. I am asking for all of us to get out there and vote Democrat. Vote blue. Let's do it, Georgia. Let's do it.